of room here.
I agree. I think this is a side that FPX has looked amazing on.
Right.
Not just against Shanghai, but throughout their entire stage 1. On this particular map, it's really explosive. They're really difficult to deal with. They've got such great reads on their opponent's positionings off the back of their own smokes. Like, how many times do we see them just know exactly when one of their smokes goes down that they're just right there and ready to take them out? I mean, that's a huge advantage of having the Astra and the Viper is you control the tempo of that controller utility to your own desire. And they were just shutting Genji down on this attacker side.
We're starting to see some adjustments, at least from FPX, on how they're solving the issue of not being able to reposition your Viper Orb. Generally, it's an orb that's put where the Omen smoke was just a moment ago, so you can get the cross and not have to worry about stairs and then scale up and then reposition it and put the orb further back. This time they're using an Omen smoke.
a few rounds here and there, but somebody check on her.
Around, so these little micro decisions now investing it into stairs.
Yeah, I really like the way that they control space and they give themselves fallback plans with that Viper wall. But Life just going to be trying to push, but he gets caught by the trap.
Instantly gets spammed too.
Cover me, cover me, cover me.
It's not defeat that defines you. It's how you bounce back. Reach your impossible. Lenovo Legion.
They want it.
Okay, I can't even
Might not get it though. Boo is going the other way. Yeah, Autumn gonna clean it up, but oh me, oh my. That's a good way to.
And it is going to cause rotates.
Yeah, they're being really cautious with this early utility. They're really trying to figure out where the stack is as best as they can, but Heretics is pushed so far back. I mean, they're not giving up any space, any info. They're giving up space, they're not giving up info in terms of where their position is, and they're trying to be quick to rotate, trying to, I believe, trying to hit FPX at the point of attack. It's going to be a pivot over towards the B site, potentially have that trap wire there, give you the info, but here they go.
Oh, that nade. That's a little friendly fire. It didn't fully clear. Ion turning over on the flash. Berlin teeing off with 2. That outlaw costed so many problems. That's a great round from FPX, all things considered.
Huge. You keep both Vandals and both Outlaws. It doesn't get any better than that. Unless you keep 5, but I mean, in some ways you don't really care. You get the orb anyway. The weakest gun is gone from that buy. And now you force your opponents to have to buy those full armors. That is disgusting.
Yeah, that second shot was filth.
Oh my gosh. Different map, different team so far. And that's what you want.
Careful.
You know, they've been really cautious at the beginning of these rounds. It wasn't until towards the end of the half and the end of the map where it got really kind of cluttered and messy between FPX and Genji. This is where FPX was at their best, was when they were taking their time. They were working angles. They were finding players out. They were getting the info, using their smokes later to cover their moves. And these Outlaws are just so difficult. There's only one player, though, Benji Fish, who's one shot to these. Of course, he is the player that could be first up.
Naturally, the first to be challenged. Cam currently not triggered. Oh, he's slipped. He's played a little limbo. He's gotten under it, and he has no idea.
I love it. I love it, Doug.
Now the site wide open. They have some utility. You see some of it used there by Rians to try to kind of dissuade the plan for a little bit longer to buy some time. Nade is going to hurt a tad more, not really connecting on the suck combo. Numbers heavily in way of FPX. Rians was just flashed 2 times, if I'm not mistaken. Now the smoke. Spam comes through. He can't really cross, not safely. This has all the makings of a bonus.
Hey, you got to save. And I think they know it.
I love this from FPX too. They're going to push it. Smelling blood in the water, they decide that they want to hunt. The question is, how far will they go?
Boo trying to separate himself as much as he can from FPX, but there's still a bit of time for them to find him. It's going to hear some footsteps.
Swiggity swooty. They're not coming for it anymore. Just ruined the line, man. That's
I know.
tragic.
They
Shots not settling. They did lose life.
Did good.
But they have, I mean, literally every other advantage you could possibly fathom. Re-ends with info and space. A flash in the face of Ion.
Down A.
Will drop him too, but ultimately falls. Meets a similar outcome.
Did what he could, Doug. He played that angle really well. The way he staggered his backpedaling, threw that flash out at a perfect time. Not bad for the individual play, but still all the work in the world to do. And that felt like it took a little bit too long for FPX. They said, gave him too much time to rotate, show him a different look. Still that C's to work with for Patatek.
And again, man, this is where FPX are at their best. This is why their attack side is so much fun to watch, is those little things. And honestly, they're doing it when they have a numbers advantage and a gun advantage. They're not risking anything by just fully sending into A. Even in advantageous situations, they're playing the map carefully. Berlin slams the door on what was almost really bad. I thought Benji was going for a clip there.
It had that moment where it felt like it. But yeah, this is FPX at their best. Now Life has the showstopper. So even though you're finally able to guess how they're going to run that, if they're going to drop it and let him use his utility entry, or if they're going to try the thrash for the entry, maybe on B side or something like that. Do what they've been doing all map, kind of rotate back over to A, cut off baby door, and then swing back through. And you've got so much potential with that showstopper and a thrash to clear that site.
You call it baby door?
Yeah. Is that not what you call it?
No.
What do you call it?
We're having this conversation later.
Oh.
You see so much of the utility invested half wall. They haven't really gained a ton of space. Now to see the smoke go out backstairs, traded by Booze, and there's the thrash that they're going to use. Life did drop the op, but turned it over into hands of Autumn, so now Life perhaps a little bit more unleashed. That's a point up close and personal, point blank up. Well, where did the bullets go? What? They all disappeared. Life still with the punish.
Is there a force field there?
And now 13 seconds left. They still haven't fully stabilized onto the site. They've got to get the spike down, and you've got to deal with Benji Fish, who's on the flank. His timing is perfect. The first shot delivered. The second, devastating. Everything going the way of Heretics there.
Manages his own sights. The way that he anchors, the way that he outthinks people in particular is so impressive. He's just so maneuverable. He's so aware of what's going on around him and the space that he can use against his opponents. I think back to like that split 4K he had earlier this year was nuts.
They're going to need more out of him if Heretics want to make this thing competitive again, because FPX have really, other than that moment, have played borderline perfect Valorant.
Yes.
And they're back to these similar antics again, making noise at different areas around the site. They just dropped a Paranoia back towards Worm, but now fully committing. That's going to draw out the Rolling Thunder. They haven't fully committed onto this. The Spike is still sitting back B main. They're happy to cut their losses and then flip. But Heretics a step ahead of it here. They're already rotating onto C. The Cosmic Divide will only buy so much time because they're already ahead of it. Who gets on top with the rocket? Drops Berlin. Ion and Live are the only two that remain with 10 seconds left. There's no room to be had. There's no spike to be planted. That's another round the way of Heretics.
Awesome stuff here from both teams. Honestly,
Heretics dialed in on it. They were a step ahead of it.
Yeah, and credit to Boo there. The on-the-fly decision-making for Heretics. The rest of that squad, Life going to be watching out, suspecting someone's going to be here. Get the confirmation. I'll have to clear the boom bot. Here he goes. He got caught on the wire, though.
Fortunately, though, that Paranoia kept Patatek away from being able to punish. Now a dog in his face, and they traded for it. Wingman going in, and just like that, dying. But they've committed to this here. Berlin is going to be really far away from the play, but they've dropped the pit as well. Now all of the green goo obfuscating the view of the defenses.
Still have a Paranoia to clear for Heretics.
They're playing so far up, too. They have so many numbers. They have a lot of flexibility here. Very nicely done. That's a really nice audible on the fly. That call from FPX to fully commit to it there, not try to play any games, catches Heretics off guard.
But you were just talking about it, Doug. The way that they would hit a site and then pull back and go somewhere else. This time they commit, and it catches Heretics enough off guard that they're able to find some big kills on the way through. A lot of util being exchanged, but it goes the way of FPX off the rip. And then there's not much you can do with that Viper's Pit. Really only one piece of utility left, and that's that for the comp of Team Heretics.
And so into the next we go. FPX with a 3-round lead. Starting to see adjustments and minor maneuvers on both sides of the stage.
And this is one of the things I love about FPX on this map is they read their opponent's economy, know that most of their players are going to be on half armors and go for the Outlaw. They've been doing this so much on this map, and it's just great awareness from their team to be able to punish, not just in terms of having essentially, what turns into a 2-shot operator against those half armors, but you also save a little bit of extra cash for yourself, potentially upgrade to that operator later. It's all these things that FPX has on this map. Berlin catches Benji Fishy.
Oh, almost punished. But Woot hunts him down. Now what do FPX do off of that? A little 1-for-1. Ideally, Berlin's able to get away from that unscathed, but a lot of space has been taken by Boo, and a lot of info is currently being picked up. He has his paranoia. How does he play his cards? Patience on the swing, and Boo will fall. Life saving the day. Patatek is his ult, but he's so far away, and Rien's is not around much longer.
I love it.
Spike planted.
And that was that Outlaw against Boo. Worth its weight in gold in situations like that. And here's the best part, Doug. You win this round, look at their economy. You can just hang on to it and bank more. And it's so valuable into that next round. It's just awesome the way that FPX manipulates this map in so many different ways.
I mean, there's a very real chance that Life is sitting on another ult at the end of the next round.
Yeah. He had like 3 in the first half against Genji, I think.
The value that he gets out of that's insane.
It's beautiful. And he can upgrade to the Vandal too, that's fine.
All that conversation we had about the Outlaw,
Doesn't matter.
forget about it.
Yeah.
I do think the conversation is the same, though. Because of the way things have played out, they're broke.
A main.
Autumn was the only one outside of spawn. So oftentimes, as we've seen the meta develop on Lotus, it's more of a default towards trying to take Rubble control and leaving one player to fight for Mound. Or excuse me, the other way around. And Autumn just gets punished.
It's, yeah, generally, especially for FPX, they kind of leave Autumn to his own devices a lot, kind of lurk around the map, especially when he's on Viper. He'll do it here, he'll do it on Ascent. Sometimes on other maps as well, but a bit of a scrape. Good fault line.
Very nice fault line. And a better use of utility to keep it back. Has to satchel away.
That's a nice pickup to force out that satchel. He has none left. For just a fault line and a paint shells, not too bad.
Berlin used a stun there too. Provide a little bit of extra cover. And so they tap the door A once more, but keep an eye on the minimap and look at where Life is.
30 seconds left.
Got that trap wire to consider though.
But there are 2 players here. This is another vintage hit where they try to go through door and they try to punish. And there it is, Life strikes. Now a 3v3. Lifesor has to stay alive here. He's the contain. If he can play his life, this is gonna work out really nicely, but he's punished. Spike planted a 2v3. Ayang has his ult.
But the thrash is huge. Oh my.
And he's wrapping, leaving Life all on his own. Left to survive as much as he can, as long as he can, buy some time and maybe take a couple with him. A consolation prize, if you will. Only finds one. This is dangerous. He's gotta be able to tag them both. Only finds one. Rien's holding the smoke. Crosshair trade, it's a tap and it's a shot from Rien's. And it's another for Heretics. Topper used at the very beginning of the round.
I mean, I think if FPX could have that round back, it'd be Life playing his life.
Agreed. Agreed.
This is a free site given over, kind of expecting more CB attention.
And this is where things are a little different. Remember how many times they've made noise A and then they slam through the door and hit B.
Yep.
This time fully committing onto it. And you can see because of the positioning of Heretics, that's what they were expecting. That's where they're ready to fight. And FPX are glad to try to swing through that. Patatek and Woot keep a couple back. Just 2 left now. Lysor and Life. A 2v2. Eye cleared, Life cleared. And Lysor with 1 HP. Just cannot fight back.
Team Heretics is starting to getting a feel for how this is going.
Mentioned.
And there's no A pressure at all from FPX, so it should be high alert for these players on B and C that they can just hold the line at the entrances to the sites. You can see he's already ready, thinking about the C's, trying to catch them and trying to stop them, maybe set up a combo with that aftershock.
I think for FPX here, your objective is to try to draw out one of these ults. Get Woots out, get Rienz's out,
Exactly.
from manipulating the map. It seems like that's what they're trying to do. There's one of them used. Oh, but you're not supposed to pay for it with the life, and they don't! The rocket just off the mark! And now Cosmic Divide, invested C, the rotate back B, FPX are back to their antics.
Fuck all that noise,
smoke,
bro.
but they pass each other
Cherry
right.
Curry's gone, bro.
Right.
Cherry Curry is Cherry. Cherry's not hasn't been reacting. You need real reaction like me. What the
It's a
fuck?
disaster!
Is FPX life just taking over and I'm missing all
How
of
does
it?
this happen?
Is FPX life doing
I thought
everything
that
and I'm missing every
showstopper
single thing?
was going to be brilliant. He's going to get Berlin. He's going to be able to kind of stick behind Mound, maybe get one more. But
So
he
you're
beefs it,
telling me. Okay, so
and
you're
it
telling
just
me
all starts crumbling off the
that
back
Cherry
of that.
Curry
It just
saw
felt like
FPX masterclass and I'm
everything
I
went
didn't
awry.
see it.
The dominoes just
So I
kept
guess
falling
FPX
one
only
after
tries
another. Now
whenever
Benji
the chair is watching, not me.
get a couple, just the one.
Tell me.
I think as soon as
You
that
want me to bring
showstopper
another chair from
went,
another room and bring it in here and
Maybe
react
safe-
with the
safe
chair
unless
as if
you're
the chair is its
ultimates,
own
let's not-
entity?
let's not invest too much until we know that we have an opportunity.
No way.
Alright, fuck it.
Dude, they read him so well.
Okay, I
They
understand.
read the fact that he recalled a
My
smoke to
bad,
potentially
bro, my
cross,
bad.
so they invest the nade. They know he's there. He's dead. Yeah, he takes one with him, though.
That's something that FPX does all the time. With these extra layers of smokes, they're crossing. And you never know exactly what they're going to do, but it's just read nicely by Heretics. And who knows, maybe Benji Fishy can go on a lurk, go for an upgrade, but that's a lot of damage to Pat Attack. 8 HP.
He's got to take a step back. Life dancing around utility somehow gets a fadeaway shot onto Autumn.
Is this good?
Unbelievable. 4v4 to close out the half. There's the Rolling
Spike
Thunder.
planted.
Do they flood behind it? There's no go. There's no race to satchel up behind or anything like that, so they can't really fill the space. That means Life can pounce. But it's a 1-for-1.
Wait, that's actually
Now two's
genius.
left.
Wait,
Benji
Beal, why'd
Fishy
you enable
upgrading
that?
weapon. And they're trying to take these fights they
Beal,
can.
Beal
They can
that.
get these ones. If things go their way, it's a shot at it. A 1-for-1. Boo, pushing forward. Lysor weak. It's planted for him, though. The first smoke down. The taps come through for Lysor.
On Berlin, potentially, to deal with this.
So can I sit on the chair again or no? Bro, what is Berlin doing? Bro is solo swinging the ceiling on Astra and got out.
Away.
What the fuck?
So good.
Is Berlin in final format now?
So aware from Berlin. And he's
Berlin is in final
giving up
format
the
now. He
orb,
just
but
swung Silong solo
taking the
Astra.
kill.
Bro
Yeah,
thinks he's
gives
Shao
a
on
lot of
Brimstone.
info over the rest of his team.
And it was Woot, man. I'll give up an orb for Woot any day of
But that's the
week.
type of play that means like you just know you're the big dog if you're making a play like
Especially with how much
that.
of a terror he was on the first map. The vast majority of the success he had was on the attacking side, so conventional wisdom would suggest that he's gonna find some of that streak again.
The
Yeah,
Viper.
shutting him
Oh, because
down
Astra. He's
early.
playing.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I forgot
Yeah,
the triple
exactly,
controller.
It's a massive win for Berlin there. And I mean, everybody on FPX knew exactly where he was. They pinged it out. They literally pinged it right on our screen, and they
Oil
still
up the
lost that
chair?
battle. That's how good FPX is right now.
What? I mean, technically the
insane.
chair's already oiled.
Now,
If you think about it.
gonna be a little bit tricky. Hyung still has a little bit of that.
You know what I'm
utility,
saying?
still
Like
has
the
dizzy, still has the wingman.
the thing on the bottom is
Gecko
already oiled
Arsenal,
up.
The pivot over towards B. Door already open. Fault line to clear. See what Life can do.
Oh, he's really far up. Ooh, he was so
Uh-oh.
far up. I think he was
Life
going
is.
to re-clear B main.
Wait, so is Life?
Without
How
any
many
real
like
awareness
kills
of
does
the
he have
fact
right
that
now?
They fully lost control now.
Oh,
Heretics
no,
are gonna
Lysor.
try to rotate back. They have 10 seconds left. There's a whole lot of delay on the other side of this. This paranoia will be a problem. Oh,
Oh.
again, disaster. Can they commit to the spike? The flag
Oh
comes down from
my
Heaven. It
God,
will
it's
not go
perfect.
down.
Ah, Young.
Neither
It's
will
so perfect.
FPX.
Okay.
Summer and the Guardian. Wary of that outlaw.
Like I know in the finals
Certainly our
EG
team
won, but like
Heretics,
did
you
they
have
ever
to be.
win? Yes,
See how they
FPX
won?
beat them
My
twice.
goodness, this is going to be difficult for
Okay,
Benji Fishy,
really? Who put the
potentially.
if they
poll
stick it
of
to him,
does
he's gonna get
chair
3.
clear Curry? The chair does not clear me, bro. How does it? Wait,
Make me a
what?
profit.
How does the chair
He only
clear
gets
me?
2, but
What
the
are you
damage
talking
is
about?
dealt.
The chair is not even
Berlin's playing
doing
with the
nothing,
smoke,
bro.
and
It's
he's
just a
gonna be able to
fucking
counter all this
chair.
by himself.
It's a
He
nothing.
just refreshed it as
What
well,
do you
so
mean the
as
chair
soon as it
has
goes
aura,
down,
bro?
he can
What aura?
pop
What do you
it back
mean?
up. He can play it so many
Chair has
different
no
ways.
aura.
It's brilliant.
The problem is there's nothing on the other side of this. There's nothing for him to be able to capitalize on his position right now. He's got to swing, and it's dry.
It's tough. I think he was hoping that they would try a different side of the map.
Chair is
And
king.
that's great for Boo, catching Lysor. Trying to make his way, trying
Chair
to cheat
has
back
Shank's
towards
aura.
the direction of Heretics attack.
Okay.
Seconds left.
That's a great read from him.
Shut your bitch ass up. Chair is
FPX had
talking.
all of
Don't
the
talk
makings
over
of
chair.
converting
Okay.
a bonus, but it's just not going their way. I think the one
Spike
benefit
planted.
is they're still going to have enough to buy. They're still going to have Ion's ult. So there's plenty to consider on the other side, but very well done from Heretics to avoid it. And
What
obviously,
watch party is
Benji
this,
Fishy
man?
getting his 2 at the beginning
What
of the
type of
round,
fucking
leaving
watch party is this? I'm
counters.
getting mogged by my own chair.
And it's just, again, this is one of those rounds where it's clear that Heretics had a pretty good idea of what was going to be coming at them and was able to play around it nicely. I'm not sure necessarily that Benji expected 3, but he held the angle
Chair,
perfectly
can you
and
mute
expected a push
Curry?
out of some
Okay.
kind.
You know what? Yeah, fuck you guys.
So Autumn Fall coming over the wall.
No. Don't tell me to get a third chair, bro. I'm not getting a third fucking chair.
With the sheriff.
I know
A
exactly.
2v2 now.
Don't
Miguel
even bring
left
back.
invested.
I'm not bringing back chair. Third's
slow
not a chair.
down
We
from Heretics.
want 3 chairs. I am not giving you a third chair, bro.
They want to try to isolate
Last player
and
standing.
pick on Lysor.
Are you guys even watching the game, or are you guys
They
watching the
managed to
chair?
getting it down to a
What's even
1v1.
happening anymore?
No
He doesn't even care about the
utility in his
game?
name here. 10 seconds to have his fault line back.
Just a snake bite for Autumn.
It's a guessing game. It's
Fair,
a guessing game,
okay.
and Autumn has won it. No idea. No way to understand where the opposition was.
It's just crazy. The recovery that FPX has inside of them.
Fake the
Taking a lot of space early. Berlin this time doesn't reveal any of his stars yet. He's just waiting. Now he's going to finally
Isn't
pop
that crazy
smoke.
that Tarek
He
was I would
speeds it
make Tarek
quickly.
the 8th
Trying
man?
to see if he can maybe isolate a 1v1 or something.
Send chair, then send Curry, then send Tarek.
And he does. And it's a good opportunity, potentially. But the lead entry players for
Wait,
Heretics
sorry,
have
my
won.
bad. Send chair 1,
that-
send chair 2,
that
and
poison
then
cloud,
Curry,
it
then
gets-
Tarek.
This angle's tight, man. This
Tarek
angle's
would be
really
nice, man.
tight. The suck is good. The shot is as well. The Rolling Thunder, and he doesn't get hit. He's able
Yep.
to stay alive.
Okay,
but goes aggressive
Berlin.
With the short, he pays for it with his life.
Okay, Berlin.
Oh, 4v4 now. They're
I like
committing.
that. Let's get crazy.
Lysor is rotated over. Life on the swing. Talk about having a plan and doing it no matter what. It's reckless, but it works. Traded in kind. Revenge so sweet.
But Heretics was expecting it the whole time.
Yeah. Drop a couple of cages to cross back over. Heretics with full control.
Bring a
of
third
C.
chair and I'll gift 5. What's your name? Who is that?
The other benefit
Star is epic.
Berlin
Bring a
had
third
not
chair and I'll
lost
get
one on
5. Okay,
safety,
done.
So it's not like you're dropping
Yeah.
a rifle and
done.
giving it back over. Rians picks it up. They're clearing the trips. And all attention turned towards C. Heretics. They want to take the fight to their doorstep.
Showstopper.
They're swinging out ahead. Ult popped. Shot. And Life dead. Blue trying to steady the shot. Snapping on a Lysor, but Autumn stops him. Slows things down for just a moment, trying to tip the scales back their way.
Last player standing.
But it's an overwhelming weight on the other side as Heretics get to 6.
Slow B push.
I think they thought they were going to be playing for the B orb.
Yeah. I think the Viper's pit caused them to pause to make sure it wasn't here, and now
I can't even read chat. I have to
screen
read chat on my
there.
phone.
Let's see how they want to do this. They just
I
gonna
can't
try
read
to
chat
clear the
anymore.
pit. Looks like they're gonna go for it, or at least consider it.
I have to read chat on the phone.
But Autumn has a lot of space to work with, but he's stuck on the low ground. So if they kind of read that, could do some damage, but Showstopper not grabbed yet. There it is. Okay. Just took the UI a bit to update there.
That's from Buggy.
What's up, chat?
Like, certainly they did, right? But the start of this round, I think Heretics,
Someone said
they
10
just
gifted
pressed
for
the
another
go
chair.
button.
10
had
gifted
a
first, and
decent
I'll bring another
opportunity.
chair.
When that Viper's pick
10
got
gifted
popped and they
first.
realized it wasn't at B. Oh boy.
That's the cue for him to go. He dropped Benji Fish Imbu.
FPX life.
Ion repositioning.
He gets
Nice
2
ball.
and he doesn't even let you get the trade.
Berlin
He,
trying
he,
to
he ends his
steady,
own life.
Trying to stop. And he does.
That's game. Berlin and life.
Holds the line.
Berlin and life called the game.
Are